Biafra, superstars, media.
Fellow Biafrans, how are we doing today? I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending for where you listen to the sound of my voice. This is the Biafra Superstars Media. Today, I want to call on the one they call Isaiah Oge Nkere to please stop these games. Oge Nkere, please stop these games. For you to think we are that stupid that you are saying now, your brigade has entered into a so-called partnership. You are in talks with USA for deals. Look, this is the problem, people. This is the problem. I want to use your own ear, hear what in his mind talk. Use your ear, hear what Oge Nkere is saying. Then I'll come back to analyze them. This nonsense has to stop. Make una hear this one.
Terrorist country, and the Fulani herdsmen that their forefather, Osman and Fodio have sworn that they will wipe us out of the surface of the earth. That they will take over our land. And they say that we are their subjects. I don't know how that happened. Who tell them that? If you're a Biafra, you are not fighting our enemies. You are fighting those that are pioneering this great cause. Shame on you.
Shame on you.
And for those that have turned me to be their problem, from Imam Madu and his group, with Ngozi Orabizi, shame on all of you.
No. The shame should be on you first. Because those you are saying shame on them, the so-called CCR, CRC, Imam Madu and the rest of them, they were the one that made you acting prime minister. You can't eat your cake and have it. You cannot say shame on them when you were the one that brought them into power. A suspended group. You use 419 and bring them back to power. They made you prime minister or acting prime minister. And then you chase them away. And now you are saying shame on them. You were just, a defunct minister of finance. You were previously a minister of finance until you lost your role. When Biafra was redeclared, you lost your ministerial position. Instead, you took it personal. And because you were bribing those around you, they all followed you. The same way Lucifer fought against God. And 1/3 of the angels in heaven followed him. You did the same thing, Oge Nkere. And now you are turning back to say shame on them. No, the shame is on you. You went against the structure of Simon Ekpa. The shame is on you. Let's continue.
Less than a year ago, Oge Nkere used to be who all of you are singing praises.
Who and who?
The one that shall never end. What changed?
Who and who?
Is it the APM that changed? I never changed. It's there. There's more responsibility.
Hold on there for me. You say, what has changed? The change began on the 2nd of December in Latte, Finland, when you were singing, Ife give me, Ife give me, Ife give me, Ife give me, Oge me, Ife give me never time. Oge me, Oge me, Oge me, woman me, Oge me, Ife give me never time. That was the beginning of the problem. When you said, and I quote, to the Nigerian government, we fool them, we cajole them, we do them 419. You, those were your words. That was the beginning of the problem. Okay? You planted a coup. You went against the government on stage. Live on stage. You went against the structure of Simon Ekpa. Everybody was happy. We were clapping our hands when Biafra was redeclared. But you and your cohorts, you were frowning. So you changed. When you knew that you no longer have any job role, you changed. Oge Nkere, now you change. When you saw the new structure on ground, you were angry. And because of your ego, you single-handedly obstructed a peaceful movement. Oh, sweet heavens, have mercy, Lord. Dear Lord, have mercy. And now he's asking, what has changed? What you are doing now is trying to get everything to yourself. You cajole them to make you APM. You bribe them to make you APM. They made you APM and now you have sacked them. And you're asking, what have changed? You are the one changing things around you. So it is you that have changed. You went against Simon Ekpa. You were just a finance minister. A finance minister with your own portfolio, with your own office. Your scope was to deal with finance. You were the money boy. But today you are saying, oh, those in Washington, they prefer you to lead than Simon Ekpa. Okay, you have changed. Today, you have changed the so-called documentation of Briggy. And now a Congolese man is the one who is now the chief registrar. The registrar's office belongs to a Congolese man, a foreigner. Okay, you have changed. Now you don't change. Let's continue.
Hey, on me.
Exactly.
And I'm doing my best every day. I will keep doing it.
My people, please.
If I step past.
Exactly. So, His Excellency, yeah, welcome all. Yeah, at least we have increased a bit. Yeah.
See how they are cutting him.
Rising to 70. Okay, so.
Hold on there for me, I beg. See the way that they cut him. This guy is confused. See the way they cut him now. You're asking what have changed. Oge Nkere, now you change. Now you change. And I wonder what you would do. How you will behave when Simon Ekpa is here with me. I know your plan. You go say, oh, I have blown Biafra lots of money. I'm the money man. I've given you lots of loans. You are owing me $2 million. You cannot use the logo of Briggy. You cannot use the name of Briggy. It belongs to me. They have been patented now. Trademark. I own them. You must pay me before you speak about Briggy. Okay, Nkere, we know the game you want to play. You're asking what have changed. It was you that changed. Now you won't change. And until you get that into your skull, you will never understand what's going on. Until you get that to your skull, you'll never understand what's going on. At this point, I want you to hear the one they call Biafra Unite. How he was attacking our good brother, Humble Lion. I was very vexed hearing this. So hear what he said and I'll come back. Listen.
On the right track.
Listen to Biafra Unite.
Now, those of you who know that for the past couple of days now, some idiots have been promoting this particular picture, saying all manner of things. They say, Nahemego Biafra Unite exposed. Now watch out through the mirror.
Akoko.
And they could call them last time they are live.
Listen.
I think that was on Friday.
Listen.
I said I was not going to come live on Saturday and on Sunday. And I gave this very young man 72 hours ultimatum.
Listen.
He thought it was a joke.
Listen.
This young man who went to his Twitter handle to write rest in peace. This is not the only thing he wrote. He has equally said some few things, which I am not here. This platform cannot be used to show some, videos of some of these criminals.
God have mercy.
So, I came here on Friday and I warned him. I said, I'm not going to tell any other person not to do whatever they want to do. Those who say they are exposing Chino Waha, they can go on and do it. as much as they can. Ugo 247 or Ugo 419 said he has all young boys, GP or Biafra Unite. So I want to believe no young boys send to all his fellow criminals, which they started sharing it all over the places.
Hold it there. Ugo 247, you change his name to Ugo 419. What's the difference between you castigating somebody and somebody else insulting you, saying faceless unite, rest in peace, and you calling somebody Ugo 247, you change his name to Ugo 419? Do you know the meaning of 419? Do you know the history of 419? Don't you know that sometimes slander can lead to death? Don't you know in the Bible it says the power of life and death lies in your tongue? So for the fact you are telling lies on Ugo, you are calling him Ugo 419. Now the same thing. Don't say yours is different. When you bear false witness against somebody, it can lead to death. It's like giving a dog a bad name just to hang it. So you are angry with humble lion for saying what he said. But in the same vein, you are speaking now about Ugo 247. And you change his name to Ugo 419. When you know the meaning of 419. Being the criminal code of that so-called Nigeria. Section 419 for the fraudsters in Nigeria. Yet you are referring to somebody whose nickname is Ugo 247, not his real name, and you called him Ugo 419, and somebody else said, rest in peace to the faceless unite, and you are angry because your real name is not Biafra Unite. He said faceless disunite. He didn't even call your nickname, your AKA, also known as Biafra Unite. He didn't say that. And you are here acting holier than thou. But in the same vein, you use your own mouth to attack Ugo 247. And this same mouth, now you use pray. They castigate spirit. They call the spirits to bear witness between you and humble lion. Biafrans, you guys should be careful the way you interact with the spirits. How you interact with the spiritual realm. You have to be careful. Let's continue. Listen.
So because on your way journey, I will not exposed. So I
listen again.
Whatever they want to do. Those who say they are exposing they can go on and do it as much as they can. Ugo 247 or Ugo 419 said he has all young boys, GP or whatever they want to do.
Listen.
Those who say they are exposing they can go on and do it as much as they can. Ugo 247 or Ugo 419 said he has all young boys, GP or Biafra.
Hold on there, beg. Ugo 247, Ugo 419. You are bearing false witness. A lying tongue. It's the same thing. You see him? And you are here claiming holier than thou. Don't you know that when you lie on somebody's name, it's even worse than death? Because if somebody died, they might say, oh, this is a good man who passed away. But when you lie on somebody, you have destroyed their reputation. You have destroyed all what they did on earth. Throughout their lifetime, you don't destroy their career. And the tag 419 is very, very bad to put on somebody. Let's continue now.
Unite. So I want to believe no young boy send to all his fellow criminals, which they started sharing it all over the places. So because on your way journey, I will not exposed. So I believe no maybe unless someone was Oji. Ugo 419. Obu no one oziji webte. Different details to go. Okay, man, paper use not go but I'm not going another day by yala. So I'm not going to follow you to expose you to do I'm not going to be an idiot like you. So Obu no another one EG. You web I will of course use it for my program.
You see
when I gave 72 hours ultimatum to this idiot.
God.
He did not respond like a human being.
Okay.
he responded like somebody who really want to meet his ancestors.
Okay.
I'm going to let him know tonight that Obu Mwaka eji akwa white egwu wayo. Anaghị eri mmugu. Abụ m onye iberibe.
Ngwa oku na, ngwa oku.
And Obu kwanu mwaka the spirituality eyi egwu. Eji spirituality eyi m egwu. Igwu mmiri ngwe na.
Otu a.
Obu ba yitu ọnụ no reality. I am here live and direct this evening.
Otu a na, continue.
So, this is the screenshot of the stupidity from that boy. Now I'm going to remove this screenshot. Kangosizuno. These people, going by the title of this very live presentation, I have written, exposing the true identities of those sharing the purported picture of Biafra Unite.
Hold on there. The question is this. Why would you go this far? If the picture is not you, as they claim, you claim. As they say, you say. Then why are you going this far? Biafra Unite, that picture of leaking was your best opportunity to come out from the woodworks, to come in the public, take ownership of the picture, because you and I know that's you, but I won't go there. Take ownership of the picture and say, going forward, your autopilot has been activated. That's it. Your biggest chance to wrest this problem of people don't know who you are. Because you want to be for government now. You want control government. So that was your biggest opportunity. But here, you want to begin do some mesmerizing. You want to begin confuse people. Make them think, say, no, you did the picture. The biggest mistake. Take ownership of who you are. You say what you did, you have exposed God. God is always hidden. But by showing my picture, you have exposed God. And today, fellow Biafrans, autopilot has been activated. That's it. Run with it. You see, but you guys are not meticulous enough to take ownership of something. That was your biggest opportunity to activate your autopilot. But instead, you want to do some razzmatazz. Pretend as if they made a mistake some years ago with the wrong picture. And this one now wrong picture. But I will show you it's not wrong, because from your actions and inactions, from your body language, from the things you do and the things you fail to do, it is clear. So you were really hot. You were not able to manage the situation, the crisis. That's if you see your face being a crisis. You didn't manage it well. So I will take you to your prayer, where you were praying against Humble Lion. That then convexed me. I said, what are you doing here? Why are you getting involved? The spirits. Why are you doing that? Fellow Biafrans, make una hear the prayer. Oh yeah, pray.
We are going to pray.
No.
I am Bele. That's when you are singing the way your Bible close to you.
Oh, toi.
Obuno foke na agi the way na akukugo.
Oh, toi.
Mbe Bele. Itielum obuno foke itielum me ofonani.
Okay.
Equalum ise.
He is praying now for somebody head, because they said, rest in peace. To faceless disunite. And now he wants to pray a prayer for the person head. But when this man was attacking Dr. Ongoziraboise, he didn't pray no prayer. When he destroyed the nation, or when he tried to sabotage the Biafra nation of 80 million people, when he came with charter, he didn't pray no prayer. This man don't know how many people went die. How people had a broken heart, broken spirit, anxiety, depression, high blood pressure by hearing that the country they redeclared on 29th of November, there is a charter to turn things around. Those that said Biafra has not been redeclared. Which crime is worse? Biafra follow no road. Make we hear the prayer now. Pray. Let's listen.
Obo Bible kiji wene Bible elukwelum ise.
Okay.
Oboro amen ke chori ikwe amen.
Otua now.
And achọrọ nke unu na type ya bụ ise na comment section. Go do maya na we are all together.
The gullible ones, ngwa.
Because achọrọ ka the ekpere nwe wait. So na type room ise in the comment section.
You gotta have unbelievable.
Boyfriend chọkọ unu na-eme. Ọ bụrụ o nwere nke iji Bible, ijiri ọfọ. O nwere ka ndị Igbo na-esi ekwe ya ibi aka gị n'anị.
Oh yeah, now start.
Ọ bụ na ị bụ onye Igbo, ị kwesịrị ịghọta ife m na-ekwu
omenala Igbo. Prayer, I beg you.
Na-ekpe ekpere m iji ọfọ iji Bible, itie ido aka n'anị kwe ise, ido aka gị imetụ aka gị n'anị. Normal.
You don't pay you well.
Iwe ndị Igbo si eme ya mgbe gboo rukwa kịta. So, anọlụ m onwe m. This person akpọrọ Humble Lion. Akpọnụbọ m ya afa na my program before. I've never said anything about him before. I've never brought him his video or picture to my program. I barely see his video on social media platforms. In other words, I don't know him. I only saw few of his clips on social media. I don't watch him. All of a sudden, my attention was drawn to this very tweet on the screen. And don't worry, the Robus of Denka, rest in peace. Sabotage, Faceless Unite. Then I the following day, or the same day, I don't know. Or Denka. Or say, she's crying for the unaliving of Faceless Unite.
I don't do it.
She's crying. Post through photo or screenshot Adadioramma where they say she's crying for the death of Faceless Unite.
Hold on there. First of all, your name is not Faceless Unite. Your nickname is Biafra Unite. The same way you called Ugo 419. You change his name, Ugo 247, to Ugo 419. You see, Koniman die, Koniman bury him. You can't eat your cake and have it. As you lay your bed, so you lie on it. For the fact it was okay for you to change the name of our good brother, Ugo 247, and you called him Ugo 419, and you feel that was fine. Knowing the meaning of the numbers 419, the meaning of 419 in the mind, the lexicon, the idea of those numbers in Nigerian psyche is as worse as condemning somebody to death. To call somebody a 419er, it is as worse as condemning someone to death. But here you are, on your high horse. You felt so good calling Ugo 419. You felt so good calling Dr. Ngozi Orabuize, Ngozi Orabufufulani, Halimatu. All those, you guys felt okay. It was okay to destroy the character of somebody. But when it came to your own turn, you are feeling somehow. God. They say, if you are living in glass house, don't throw stones. If you are living in a glass house, do not throw stones. Because when they retaliate back, your house will shatter to the ground. Look at you now, you are worried. You are worried, say your picture come out. Continue because of time.
We put out on Friday. When yet 72 hours
Uh-huh.
to come and confess to Biafrans because mu and ajubu were eli.
You are being too slow.
In anticipation.
Hold on, you are being too slow for my liking. I am going to fasten your voice like a DJ. My people, let's make his voice faster. Hold up. Oh yeah.
In anticipation.
Uh-huh.
Whether it is going to accomplish a goal or no. If that is the case, you come and apologize to Biafrans. Instead of him to do so, I saw another video again today. Ebo feel no saga kamoni anaba. Aba homo saga with the one abi Simon Epa in Germany. Aba homo saga with the King Guru. And this year maybe Biafra United exposed back in the days. I didn't see them.
Yeah.
So, in that case, any warning, near time, God made the needful. Instead, you seize that opportunity. Oji, we're turning to another saga. Therefore, we have come here this evening and there's no going back.
Uh-huh.
This young man, Sabo, where they're looking at the arrest in peace.
You also called Ugo 247 just now 419. And you felt it was okay. But somebody called you Sabo and they pain you. Hi! Nah, wow. This life. Let's continue. Listen.
I want to challenge God.
Uh-huh.
I want to challenge the spirit of our ancestors.
Hold on there. This one now. I go slow and back. Make when I enjoy the prayer.
I want to challenge God.
Uh-huh.
I want to challenge the spirit of our ancestors.
Uh-huh.
I want to challenge the spirit of those that have paid the ultimate price.
Be careful.
In this very struggle.
Be careful. Be careful. Be careful. Hold on there. The only way you can challenge God is through the covenant that God has gotten with man and himself. That's the only time you will challenge him, because a covenant is like a contract. You say, God, now you talk, say, as long as there is seed time and harvest, whatever we sow, we shall reap. As long as the rainbows are out there in the world, in the beautiful clouds, it's a sign to show mankind that he will never destroy the earth with flood again. You see, that's the only time you can challenge God. But this guy applied it the wrong way. Because they say, if you are going to God, you must come with clean hands. Ma'at. Balance. Your heart must be lighter than the feather. Ma'at. Akanchawa. When you are coming to God to speak about somebody else, you must come with clean hands. Because Jesus say, the person will never sin before, make him cast the first stone. So be careful. I know what I'm telling you guys. You guys don't know how to do this kind of prayer. Be careful. If you challenge God the wrong way, and God allow the power of yin and yang to take place, my brother, you don't call it, you have called curse upon your head though. As the saying goes, as above, so is below. As above, so below. Be careful. There is a power of yin and yang. But let's continue. This is where it gets interesting. Let's continue. One more now.
Because every time we say the spirit of Biafra, the spirit of Biafra. Every time we talk about the spirit of Biafra, Every single day, spirit of Biafra. We talk about those that have paid the supreme price in this very struggle. From 1967 to 1970 until up to this day. We talk about them.
I'm yawning.
We remember them. We honor them. We talk about their souls and their spirits. Anama challenge you nunchanine.
Hey.
If your spirit is active, if there's anything like the spirit of Alibo, if there's anything like the spirit of Biafra, anything at all, any being, be it human or spiritual or spirit, more Anibo, more Biafra, because I'm a Obuna ezioku na enwere ife a na-akpọ mmụọ Biafra na mmụọ Anigbo and ha na-arụ ha na-eme exist in the spiritual realm. I challenge all of you this night. Na ọ bụ na this guy kpọrọ m Sabo, ọ bụrụ na since niile nji wee bata na njem nwere onwe a from the very first day, from the very beginning, you were decide I know been saying I join in Jamunwero one. Opolum Sabo, were there, rest in peace. Obuna before for one day. No when you go na lego. More government officials, starting from the federal government to state government, local government, councillors, governors, senators, House of Representatives, or even local ordinary PG, President Generals of various communities or political igwes. Obuno wege anybody, Nyelumego, Kuomo, Gambia Sabotage ya Biafra. Money away discourse soya, where pass Nam Gabia, sabotage this struggle. Obuno we go nye, mob individual, mob group of people, mob organizational, obuna since injiwe batan and jamunwero one. Amana logo madego, mob people ego, can sabotage ya struggle la. Ona achaya swear stamp or where poor mogo. Where put that till today, from the very first day you were by Nanjamunwero one. Mwa nibo. More Biafra, more Chukwu no where carry exist. I challenge you. If this young man who could need Simo, Kabana Mezu.
Hold on there. A sabotage is a sabotage. From sabotage, you get saboteur. From saboteur, they call him Sabo. You don't know that what you did when you came with the so-called treaty or something, that was an act of sabotage. That you were speaking about charter at a time when Biafra was redeclared. You were not there with us in Finland. We redeclared Biafra. Everybody was happy. And suddenly, when they were now mentioning the new cabinet members, the four-man committee assigned, tasked by Simon Ekpa to come up with a new structure. When they were mentioning the four-man committee, on that day, the four-man committee, they now mentioned the new cabinet structure. Those who lost their roles as ministers, and those who have retained their roles, and some who are new on board as secretaries. Oge Nkere was bought hot. He used you, and suddenly you came out to sabotage Biafra USB by speaking about charter. That's an act of sabotage. You see, you guys, when you, I say, be careful when you're calling on the gods to swear an oath. Be careful, because when the God go judge you, then go judge you based on balance. What they call in Egypt or in Kemet, Ma'at. The scale of Mahat. Your heart must be lighter than the feather on the same scale. It means there must be balance. You cannot come from an obscure way, say, if somebody give me money, somebody not give me money, and I do this for sabotage. No. Your actions and inactions, I've been saying those words for a long time. What you did by coming out with charter at a time when the new government was busy trying to implement Biafra, you set us back by probably some couple of years because you came with charter and then you ran away. That's an act of sabotage. In case you don't know, it's an act of sabotage. And what do you know is the punishment for a saboteur in the Western world? What do you know is the punishment that is given to a saboteur? You and I know the answer. Capital punishment. Capital punishment. So when our brother Humble Lion, probably from the spirit, he just said, rest in peace, faceless unite. I heard the argument from my brother Kai report where he said, oh, our culture, we don't say such things. But to call a spade a spade. Sabotage is like an act of murder because you have destroyed the nation. You have created a vulnerability. You have exploited the situation in that country. You have leaked secrets. You have created a commotion, an implosion. You have put the country in a vulnerable state. That's what they call an act of sabotage. So when you came from nowhere, you were not showing your face. I keep on saying it. Those who don't show their faces, like myself, I don't show my face. We don't have the business to be discussing with the government at hand. We don't have the business to be interfering, to be flirting in the corridors of power. Because you're not showing your face, it means there is no integrity. In fact, you fail the integrity test for the fact you're not showing your face. Because whatever you say now, when yawa gas, those when their face they open, now then go have to face the consequences pass. You, when your face no they show, you can easily run away, go to a different town, change your hairstyle, change your looks, and live a normal life. But those when their face they show, they are the ones that will pay the ultimate price. That's why we are saying only those that show their face should be in government, because they understand the assignment. But you, like me, we ain't showing our face for one reason or the other. I don't know your reason, but I know my reasons. But in your own case, you are interfering with the government. You claim Biafra is now on autopilot. 80 million Biafrans are now on autopilot. Says who? Says Biafra Unite. A man who is not showing his face. That was why your picture had to come out. Don't blame anybody. Call the gods. Blame it on the gods of Biafra. Because for you to say we are on autopilot, it means say now an act again of sabotage of the USB government. A structure designed by Simon Ekpa. Oh my God, have mercy. Am I wasting my time? Am I wasting my time? Make we and go. Listen to the prayer we pray.
Sabotage all the struggle in one way or the other. Mo kambia fight balia war. Mo kambia na support ya na social media na njemwero nwa, including Mazi Simon Ekpa no nwe ya.
Listen.
Mo bu na enwere any day. Mo na Simon Ekpa akpalụ nkata ka o nyere ego ka mbe na fight ya. Mo bu anybody. Money akpalụ onye me ego ka m bịa na fight ya na this very struggle ma ka m bịa sabotage this struggle akpa ya akpa nali ego rie asị m ọnwụ a this young man a na-akpọ gentle humble lion wishiri n'isi m ka ọ bịa na mmezu nketa nke echi ya egbukwa n'oge ọ bụrụkwa na onwego onye kwụrụ m ụgwọ salary mbụ for ụgwọ sịkwa bụrụ 1 month na onwego onye kwụrụ m salary
akụkọ
nji anụ ọgụ nwere onwe onye a wee kwụọ m ụgwọ a sị m Biafra Unite, this is your June salary, this is your May salary, this is your 1 month salary, or this is your 2 month salary. No one get anywhere since Sinjue banye na ọgụ nwere onwe a till today m na-ekwokwu a na onwe gị any human being ma Simon n'onwe ya o ma Nnamdi Kanu n'onwe ya o ma DOS o ma Brigio ma Oge Nkere o ma Ngozi Orabaeze na onwe gị onye kwụrụ m salary
akụkọ
ụgwọ ọnwa na njem nwere onwe a ụgwọ ọnwa si na ihe awụ ụgwọ ọnwa m wee nara gaa wee rie knowing fully well that this is my salary as m ọnwụ a this young man wishiri m ya bịakwa na mmezu.
Hold on there. Knowing fully well this is your salary. That's the problem. They will not come to you and say this is your salary. When Ugo explain the format this guy they use, Oge Nkere, month end he will come and say, I want to appreciate you. You are doing a good job. Hold this one. He give you one again. Next month again, they come again. How you doing? You are doing a good job. Hold this one. He won't say his salary. But suddenly, you notice the amount of the money is the same. Last month, the same. This month, the same. 2 months ago, the same. 3 months ago, the same. Then technically, without the spoken words, he has placed you on wages or salary. That's it. You guys don't understand this. Not cajoling now. Not cajoling. These guys who are making noise, these politicians in that zoo, not cajole, they cajole them. They will not come to your office and say, take this money, I bribe you. No. They will say, what project do you want to work on in your community? Or yeah, take the 200 million for the project for your community. They know deep inside, nothing is happening. They will now do that. And before you know it, the rest is history. So for the fact, say, when Oge Nkere give you money for your brother's, is it burial or something? Na cajoling be that. You are in freedom fighting. You claim to be a freedom fighter. And you collect money from somebody else. Who is the finance minister, the money man, the one holding the purse of Biafra. That alone should strike you in your mind and say, hey, where is this money coming from? And next you say, Biafra Unite, I know you more than you know myself. Or I know you more than you know me. He told you those words, that you must come back. You also said your platform is for sale. That's an act of sabotage. A freedom fighter. Now, when 2 of our leaders are under custody, being held in custody, you now came out to say your platforms are for sale. They'll be very, very expensive. They will not be cheap. They'll be very, very expensive. It will go to the highest bidder. Hey! Which Sabotage that one now? You say it will go to the highest bidder. If you say, okay, Oge Nkere, I believe in you because I declared charter. From charter, you are now Briggy. From Briggy, you are now the APM. I am giving you my platform as a blessing. That's different. But when you say it's for sale and it will go to the highest bidder, that you are with Oge Nkere, I've told you now, I'm going to Ngozi to discuss. So this one, it will not be cheap. It will go to the highest bidder. That's an act of sabotage. It's like somebody carrying a classified document and looking for a bidder to sell it to. Because in that document lies the secret of a country. In your platform, all the videos you've done are keywords, buzzwords. key informations, pertinent informations that will help the people of Biafra. So what if you sold it to a Fulani man and I him buy him, he delete all your videos? It means you are back to square one. You have sabotaged Biafra, knowingly or unknowingly. Brother, this is how you should be reasoning. Don't say your offer, your prayer one side. Say, oh, if I collect money, if I... No. When God go judge you, now based on your heart, not by what you are professing with your mouth. If somebody pay me money or a salary, no, that's not how it's done. Though. When you say those words into the spiritual realm, when it gets there, there will be balance, there will be transparency, honesty, accountability. What they call the ma'ats. Balance. Let's continue because of time. Listen.
Salary. Now this very nchemwero before.
Ogwonwa
count the free.
Okay.
And the I am challenging the spirit of our ancestors. If you people are existing, if there's anything about I'm challenging you people to rise up. Government official, individual, and sabotage struggle. In fact, any politician, Nigeria before. Now this very struggle. Bankata, sabotage struggle. Sabotage anybody. None of this very struggle. A politician, a political representative. Represented that politician. This young man who wish I am challenging God. Even though that I am not supposed to say it.
Look at what you're doing.
God. But I want to provoke God so that he will rise up and do something.
Mortal flesh.
So that he will rise up and do
mortal flesh.
I am challenging God. I am challenging the spirit of our ancestors. I'm challenging the spirit of our land. Anybody can sabotage your struggle. Can sabotage our struggle. I wish them and the when in a comment section. I'm not even looking. Let me see manya when you cook.
Ew. Now wow. And the gullibles were writing, he say.
Any other thing?
Mbano. You said it all.
Any other thing?
You have said it all now.
Is there any other thing that I'm forgetting?
You don't talk I'm all.
This young man who wish him a dime, 1 naira,
1 naira, 1 kobo,
Nara,
1 kobo.
Come help all your sabotage, struggle, or sabotage any human being. More even though self maybe also even self maybe struggler, even the enemies of Biafra. Obuno we go money sit down. Asian kata, go come that sabotage, fight a certain individual. When I'm on Biafra, Biafra, somebody come put a fight against any human being in this very struggle. Asemo, this young man who wish him, I am challenging this. If there is anything called spirit of Biafra, you must rise up and walk. You must show. If I na bogi, you go say yes now. If I na you must rise up and fight.
You must rise up and fight. According to the conditions given by Biafra Unite. This life is so funny, my people. I will leave it there. Part 2 will be out. Part 2, I will deal only with the prayer of Biafra Unite in part 2. For now, I want to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Case adjourned. Thank you.